YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Wingspan, the European expansion. Captain Industry is coming back on Monday. I'm at a point where I want to play it a bit more off camera to increase my mastery of it for our next parts of the gameplay and figure out some tips and tricks on my own. So today, you know what? I'm going to see if we can't actually beat that hard AI. We got edged out of a victory just barely last time. So let's try again. Same settings. 2 other hard AIs, 3 players total. Let's begin. All expansions, ranked. You know the deal. Alright, we get to go first. Excellent. Okay, so analyzing our start here. American Red Start is a fantastic opener bird for our thing. We can get more food out of it. It is 2 different food types, so we can take it and go from there quite easily. But let's analyze the rest of the situation here. Since we are first player, we technically have first dibs at the face-up cards. The Pied Build Greb is a really good early water, just to get the card engine flowing. The other 2's not so much. But the Greb is definitely, it's talking to me. Let's see here. If we don't really have other cavity nests, otherwise the common goldeneye is pretty good. Brown Pelican, nah. Great Egret, that's a late game card. The Ruff is interesting because if you this basically rewards you for carrying a surplus of cards and the willingness to sacrifice them to get new cards. So that could be an interesting pick along with the Greb. Put those 2 in the water and go from there. Yeah, this could be some good card draw because the Red Star should be able to carry us pretty well in the forest by itself. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do Red Start Ruff. Actually, yeah, before I choose, let's take a look here. Birds that can only live in the water versus birds with body parts. Does Ruff count as a body part? No, it does not. And the Ruff would be spoiling we'd be instantly locked out of the top tier wetland scientist, because you need all 5 birds to be wetlands only. Now, does this just change this? Do we want to not do the Ruff? Because the Pied Build Greb is wetlands only. So if we didn't take the Ruff and we just went straight for the Greb, then that would be a feasible thing. But I kind of want the Ruff. The Ruff is really good. So yeah, you know what? I'm not going to take the wetlands scientist. We're going to go with the other one, the anatomist. Now, granted, neither of our birds are. But the Pied Build Greb, because Bill is a body part. So. All right, yeah, you know what? I'm confident in that. So we take the Red Start, we take the Ruff, we get a berry and a worm and one of something else. What does the Greb want? Greb wants fish. And then we can get the stuff for the Ruff later on. Fantastic. All right, yeah, this is a good start. Now, just in case the AI, I've noticed that the AI does not naked action snipe a face-up card, but because we're kind of hanging our hat on this Greb, I'm gonna take the face-up action. I know we could technically play the Ruff, but then we don't have any eggs to get the boosted version of it, and the Ruff isn't a brown power, so you know what? Let's just get the Greb. Let's grab the Greb. The AI takes a little while on their opening hands because just as it took me a while to hem and haw at my opening cards, the hard level AI actually takes time to analyze their hands and come up with something decent. Normally the AI's turns do not take quite as long, but that's fine. Oh yeah, let's look at our thing. Cards in hand. So another case for taking a lot of cards and then just letting them cycle through the Ruff, but also getting rewarded for that. So yeah, the grab definitely. All right, 3 birds and 2 food for each of them. Let's grab the grab. All right, nothing else on the face up is demanding instant attention. So now I think we can throw down our red start and go from there. Oh yeah, see this little brown thing here? That's on the quick start pack. So this isn't from the European expansion, but it's from the little supplemental pack that they threw in, that they included in here. All right, so let's get the red start.
American red start. Red starts get their name from the Old English word stort, meaning tail.
But their tail isn't red, it's like black and yellow, or maybe an orangish color. No matter. There's plenty of worms on here. I am going to want to hit the bird feeder, get a worm and something else, because that'll be all we need for the Ruff. Ooh, Anna's hummingbird. We're about to get some free food. Yeah, we're going to be getting some free food. What did our opponents? House Finch? I mean, I don't know what their offers were, so yeah, let's take some food. We're gonna want. I mean, we're gonna get a worm plus something else, and then you know what? I'm gonna take the wheat off of the table for them. We'll take it for ourselves. We'll just call it a worm. But that way they don't have... That's one less option for our opponents that might be looking for wheat. Purple's doing some thinking. Alright, so now we can start slapping down some birds and then start grabbing cards to hit our first end of round bonus, but also to start feeding the Ruff. So pie-billed grebe. Yes, we do want to use the fish.
Pied-billed grebe. Pied-billed grebes create a floating platform nest with plant material.
We are going to have to lay some eggs in order to get the Ruff down, but that's fine. We got extra actions for that. Alright, so let's lay some eggs. Is there any birds with bowl nests? Do we have a bowl nest? We do have a bowl nest, so let's get the eggs on the red start. I mean, that's not going to come into play until the final round, but just good to, because even though we're about to use up one of those eggs, there's our free food. I'm gonna take I'm going to take the wheat just because it's more universally useful and we don't know what kind of birds we're going after here. I mean, depends on what's on the face up here. Yeah, not really liking that falcon. The goldfinch is an interesting tempo play. Cards that are white, the when played cards. I don't like them in there unless it's like later on. So we might be digging through random stuff. Of course, the Ruff is going to make us cycle our cards anyway, so it's fine if we don't find good stuff.
Ruff. During breeding season, male ruffs grow showy collars that can be black, white, or brown.
Looks like a RuPaul's Drag Race contestant. Alright, so let us go digging, and we're just going to dig blind here because we want to soup up our hand size. So we're probably going to just do 2 rounds of taking cards. And like I said, none of these interest me, and that also means that they don't interest my opponents, so no need to cycle them. Maybe. Ooh, the red-legged partridge is fantastic. And then we get 2 more. Moorhen. That's a 6-egg wildcard nest. You do play another bird into your wetlands. It's kind of expensive, but I mean, it's a 6-egg wildcard. Not that we don't have a lot of nest dependencies here. So maybe not. Wild turkey. Wild turkey is always good for points. A little food heavy though. Alright, who are we gonna put back? You know, I'm gonna dump the turkey. It's too early for the turkey. I want to keep the red-legged partridge and start farming up more wheat. Yes, give me the wheat. More free wheat, please. So yeah, when we do our swaps with the Ruff, we're probably not going to swap out the partridge. I want to actually hold on to that. The red-shouldered hawk is actually pretty good too, but we're gonna have to hot swap some things. I'm gonna grab it because I think we can keep one other thing. Nightingale. Yeah, I don't like giving my opponents food. Get 2 more cards. Yellow hammer, not interested. Eurasian hobby, not interested. All right, well, I'm kind of glad we're getting some garbage cards here. I mean, they're not absolute garbage, but I'm not interested in them. Ooh, the scaled quail, but we're not going to be able to get a chance to grab that. I do like me my egg-laying birds. And the nice thing with the Ruff is we can pitch 3 of our garbage cards and get a chance to actually get good cards because we get to draw 1 for each one we tucked, and tucked cards are worth points. So yeah, we don't want the Eurasian hobby. We don't want the common moorhen. Don't want the nightingale. Oh, we actually get to pick? Yeah, give me that quail. And then we'll go, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad either. Yeah, I think we won the hand size. 6 cards in hand in round 1. You guys get to split nothing, and I get to 4. Alright, birds with no eggs. I'm not going to pursue that too aggressively, especially since I'm farming up a red-legged partridge here. Alright, we do not have any wheat sitting on the bird feeder right now. And we do need, we have 1 egg. So I could throw down a bird here. A white-breasted nuthatch might be, I mean, it's a little counterproductive. I could throw down the black vulture right now. Does anyone have any predatory birds? No predatory birds for you. You have a predatory bird. So whenever this bird succeeds, my vulture will pay off. That's not too bad. Yeah, let's get the vulture down. Because I'm not going to be doing too much in the forest, so I'm okay putting a once between turns bird down.
black
And now when we go hunting for food, this also lets us stall a turn, see if our opponents will refresh the bird feeder. And then we can go digging for more wheat. Ideally, we'd want 2 more wheat. All right, good. They took a food off, which means we can instantly re-roll and potentially get more wheat. We get 1 more wheat. That's unfortunate. Okay. There are rats available, which can make some things work for us. Yeah, we can go down the rat path if we lacking other options. And then, yeah, we can just grab the other rat. I'm okay with that. Now we have the 3 wheat for our partridge here, which will get us beaucoup eggs. Because it lays eggs on the above, below, and on it as part of its power. And that's every time we lay eggs. So we're just going to get tons of eggs out of this thing. So the partridge will be our next move.
Red-legged partridge. Partridges nest on the ground. They don't generally roost in pear trees.
Partridge in a pear tree. And then we'll get that scaled quail up and running soon after. But we do need to take a lay eggs action just to play anything. I mean, I'd love to play the red-tailed hawk behind it, but we have to lay the eggs first. And I don't want to spare the rats, so I'm not going to get a 3rd egg. So let's get an egg on you. Get eggs on you because we want to keep the eggs open on the first column here. Boom. Now we're up to 5 eggs in 1 action. White-throated dipper, definitely a thing. Thing might have just gone away. Nope, it's still there. Yeah, that's a good grab. Now, I could throw the red-tailed hawk down here, but I kind of want this in the prairie. So I think we're going to go for more cards here. Mainly because I want the dipper, although we do have a lot of other good things. What's the bird feeder look like? We have wheat. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hit the bird feeder instead. So we can get a wheat for the scaled quail. We can get a wheat for the nuthatch. We can get a rat for our hawk here. Red-shouldered, that's another. Red-tailed, yeah, these are all good for our anatomist here. Red-tailed, shouldered, breasted, and then I don't know if scale counts, but these are all anatomist birds right here. So yeah, we definitely want all those. And yeah, we'll take another rat. We got plenty of eggs to spend on that. And actually, we want to use up our eggs so that we have more birds with no things on it. You know, I don't really need anything else, but I'll take the worm. Okay, so first things first, we definitely want the scaled quail down here. We'll use up the eggs on the first row so that we keep making room.
Follow their parents as soon as they hatch.
And since we're going to be doing lots of egg laying, we'll want the red-tailed hawk here just to keep that action being productive. Although we don't want to be hammering the lay egg action here too much. So yeah, we get the nuthatch, we get the and these will just start using up eggs quite nicely. Yeah, we can keep the wheat.
white-breasted nuthatch. Nuthatches cache seeds for winter in the bark of a tree.
Oh. Oh. Is our Ruff? Yeah, it is end of round. Shoot. Well, do I want to... Because if we tuck our cards, we're going to lose them. Well, throated is another anatomy. I don't know if that's anatomy or not. It does not use that word as... Oh, man. Okay. This is tough because not doing this will... You know what? I'm gonna do one of them. I'm gonna do the red-shouldered hawk. I want to keep the red-tailed hawk, though. And just so that we can swap it for the dipper. Because we don't really want to invest that much in the forest. Ooh, free food. Yes, we need that fish. We needed that worm too. I should have paid the wheat. But I'll take the fish. Alright, we're going to want to take this action. I mean, we could do a 2-for-1 on this, as long as we keep the 2 rats. Alright, birds in one row. We're going to want to hit that with our middle row here. Eurasian Golden Oriole. Another player gains food, gives us stuff. Steal a rat from another supply and cache it. The little owl. That's an interesting thing, but I don't know how often people are going to be keeping rats in their supply. And I'm looking for things that hit anatomist here. I mean, we've already got the baseline bonus, but one more will get it. So we don't need to really care about future birds hitting the anatomist thing here. Although this thing lets us discard all remaining cards and get a fresh set. So, yeah, you know what? Let's do that. No. No. No, we are not paying 2 rats. We are paying 1 rat and a wheat. Spend it from the grab.
Throated dipper. The dipper gets its name from the frequent bobbing motion it makes.
Free food. There's our worm. Or wheat. Let's take the worm. Goldcrest, no. Redback Shrike. That's a little bit more doable. I'm okay with that. Oh, and freebie. The Shrike needs a rat and a worm and a whatever. Well, I mean, we have rats, but they're kind of spoken for. So this can be just the whatever. I'll take the wheat. Yeah, I think I want the Shrike. And I'm willing to spend the egg to get the extra card draw here. So let's get the Shrike. I like the Shrike a bit better than the owl. And it also helps us with the bowl nest thing. Eurasian Sparrowhawk? No. Great Tit? No. I mean, it's great early in the game, but not now. But they'll get roughed. Discard all remaining face-ups. Yes, please. And now we get to pick from one of these. Wow, we can get card cycling or card draw in the prairie with the white stork. We can also get card tucking, but draw 2 from the deck. I'm liking the stork a bit better, honestly. Because that lets us still fish for new face-up cards. Draw 1, draw 2, tuck 1. Yeah, let's take the stork. I mean, we can take the gull too, since we get the draw 2. We're going to have to put one back. Let's put back the Sparrowhawk. Not interested. But now we have plenty of fodder to hot swap with the Ruff. And we can still play the stuff that we're keeping here. Alright, so the Shrike, we need some fish for the stork. I think I'll play the Shrike before. Yeah, let's play the Shrike, and then we'll start laying eggs, because we gotta restock here. And then we'll track down our last egg, wherever that's sitting. And then we'll get some big egg actions here.
Wire as food storage.
Ideally, we want to play our thing. So we lay eggs is one turn, get food and enough to play the hawk or the stork, and then play the bird as our last one. Then we get 4 birds in our row, and then we do copious amounts of egg laying. So let us, yeah, we're not going to spend the rat for it. So birds with bull nests, we want at least 1 here. You only need 1 egg to count. Actually, no, we don't want that one, because that's going to get populated by the partridge. All right, fair enough. Then we'll just dump it here and give the black vulture his thing back. Nah, nobody has any worms to steal. Sadness. Well, we needed to lay eggs anyway. I should have taken the hawk. That's all right. There's a rat sitting on the... Ooh. Actually... Yeah, we can just take the rat now. I mean, what do we need for the stork? We need the fish and worms. I mean, I might just take that anyway. And then take the food anyway, like as I was planning. Because we want the fish, we want the worm. Do we want a berry? I'm not interested in that thing. Let's re-roll, and let's get a wheat. And now we can play our 4th bird in the prairie. White stork's probably pretty good. Ooh, more food. All right. We'll take the berries just for food diversity's sake. Yeah, and then the 3 non-hawks can get ruffed. And then we can get rid of the eggs on these, just because I know we're going to get more of them laid there.
Symbols of life or family in multiple ancient cultures.
And now we can get a clean 4 eggs lay action here. Oh, more cards. Choose a card. Neither. Yeah, one of you guys is going to get roughed. Alright, Ruff. Now we can properly utilize you. Great. Tit. Chat. Bam. Alright, is there anything here that we want? The yellow-headed blackbird. No. The wood duck's an interesting choice. I'll grab it just because I can. Tuck a card. Lay an egg on any bird. I mean, we do still have that one spot open, so if we get something really tasty, the avocet is a possibility, because that's a passive. We don't need to take wetlands actions. Do I want the wood duck? No. Let's draw one more time. Bush tit. Tuck and lay. Nah. But at least we got all those tuck cards on there. And yeah, that put us ahead. That fourth bird gave us the win in that category. Anything? All right, so we want to focus on laying eggs here. Yeah, the red-tailed hawk just gives us a little bit more value. I mean, we don't have the two rats for it, though. The swift... Let's see here. So, you know what? The swift actually kind of works. It gives us more egg-laying plus that. So it actually gives us 2 points more so than the red-tailed hawk. So, yeah, we actually want the white-throated swift. And, yeah, I know we don't have any worms for it, but... We can give it 2 things. And then we'll be getting new cards from the stork. So yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, we'll take you. We already cleared off those eggs.
White-throated swift. The white-throated swift is one of the fastest birds in North America.
And yeah, I think we're just going to go straight egg actions here at this point, now that we have a fully efficient... We may or may not actually win this just because we don't have a lot of bowl nest birds, but that's okay. We will make up for it. We have 34 egg capacity. I think we'll be fine. And yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice some food here, because we might get some freebie food in later rounds, and I'm not playing any more birds, so we'll take 5 eggs. Let's just make sure all of the bowl nesters have eggs in them. You're going to get eggs from the freebie here. Tuck a card, bush tit. And now we can lay an egg anywhere. Discard all remaining face-up cards. Is there anything... Ooh! This bird counts double towards end of round goal if it qualifies. If we had some spare food, I mean, I'm going to take it. Because I don't want my opponents... Yes, we can steal a worm and cash it. Lay an egg on the current bird. Lay an egg on the whole column. Alright, so... This might help us clench the end of round bonus. But is it worth taking an action for the food and then taking an action to play the bird? Not entirely sure. If we get the freebies, I'll take it, yes. I mean, there's the bird feeder. There's first half of it. If we get the food for free, I'll play it. As long as we have a turn to lay eggs on it. because otherwise it's meaningless. So I'm not going to burn the food on this lay eggs action. So we will lay eggs on you. We will tuck this, lay an egg on the Ruff. Alright, what else we have here? Cold tit, the goldfinch is a thing, but I'll just take it. Steal another worm. Nice. Keeping our opponents on their toes. And there's the column. We do lay a lot of eggs, so we are going to need... Ooh! Oh, give me a worm. Give me a worm. All right, let's re-roll. Give me a worm. We have a worm. The dream is real. All right. The dream is real. We have the opportunity to throw this thing down and then lay eggs on it for the extra double bonus. And we can also get these eggs off of the red start so that our final egg action can be fully effective and get an extra egg for the red start. Is there any other bird that needs to be unblocked? Yeah, I'll just take them from both from the red start because we're going to put an egg back on there, so it's not like we're going to end the round without it.
Seti's warbler. These birds often hide in deep brush, but reveal themselves with a loud song.
There with the few... Oh. Well, hey, this will be good for the get a fifth egg on that action. Yeah, and we have 3 birds in hand, so we can get our full Ruff bonus. Because, yeah, we tuck the card here, but then we get a new card from the stork, so it works out. Alright, so, lay eggs. Bam! I mean, you only needed 1 on here, but we might as well dump the eggs on this bird. We can tuck the avocet. We will lay an egg on the dipper. Get the condor. Not that we can ever play it. Nah. We bled them out of worms. That's fine. Lay an egg. Lay an egg on the column. And that's how we get our egg back on the red start. 37 eggs, not too shabby. That should clinch us for bull nest, unless one of the AIs went completely nuts with the bull nests. All right, and let's hot swap with the Ruff. Doesn't really matter. But it does give us 3 extra tucks on the Ruff, which is fantastic. Wow, we actually ended up needing that bird's double power to clinch the win there, so I'm glad I diverted. Alright, let's take a look, see if I actually beat the AI this time around. Alright. Red went nuts with the birds. We did max out our bonus card, but we only had 1 of them. End of round goals we did well on. Eggs we did well on. Food on cards we did well on. Tucked cards we absolutely nailed. 106! We blew them out of the water. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we played 6 birds that counted for anatomist. It's too bad there wasn't a tier 3 of it. That's kind of funny. All right, folks. Well, I think I'd like to call myself redeemed for this one. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar signing out. See ya!